All right, day 2 here in Philly. We are headed to the museum. We wanted to drive today.
Exit right.
Yep. So we drove the van, brought the drone today. Hopefully I can do some flying and get some city skylines. It looks like the area around the museum you're able to fly just outside of the Philly airport. We are on just about an enter Kelly Drive right now, and just as Lori's cousin Jay predicted, stay left here. Kelly Drive, there it is. Just as he predicted, very windy road going into the city.
Exit right to Kelly Drive.
Yep. We're going to be going along I think it's called Schuylkill River. Schuylkill River. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Schuylkill.
But it's really windy, and the locals know it much
straight for
better.
8 minutes to Andarn on Court Drive.
Yes, the locals know it much better than we do, and they are going very fast, even though it's a posted 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. So actually,
I was doing 40 and getting fast.
And you were doing, you were doing 40. Oh, it's now 35. Okay, so here's the river. We should be starting to see the river on the right-hand side. There it is. And we hope to see today the museum, the steps that Rocky in the movie Rocky climbed, his statue. There's a boathouse row that we are going to try to get, and we may go to the penitentiary today. Who knows? Let's see if we have time. So we'll see you when we get to the museum. All right, we made it here to the Azalea Gardens, which is just at the base of the art museum. We're gonna do some walking around here and see what we can find. Lovely fountain. There's the art museum. Downtown Philly. No swimming allowed. Getting spritzed there a little bit. Very nice fountain. They do allow 2-hour parking here at the base here. You can go over here to the garage. I think it's $12 for the first 4 hours or so. So we thought, oh well, take the free parking for 2 hours and then see what we can find. Yeah, these aren't the famous steps. The Rocky steps are on the other side. But this is the back of the art museum. All right, so this is the beginning of the waterworks area, and this is how they controlled the water. They had engine, mill houses, that kind of thing here. Again, this dates back to 1812. Very nice little scenic area up there. There's gazebo at the top there. We're going to walk out towards the actual pump house, I think, first. Or this area out here. See though, this is all original. I think it's all original building. Old statues at the top. These archways. And that goes out to the water. Looks like this could be an event center here. Plan your next event here. Looks like it's set up for weddings. There's a museum up there. So I find myself in the 1815 pump room, which actually they've converted it into a theater. Very low light here, but there we go. Morning.
believe such a city was in such a place erected.
We'll give you a summary at the end of it. We won't make you watch the whole thing. Well, that movie told me a lot. like what this place was all about. It told the story of the need for water for a city and how they first got the water here. They used steam power to pump everything up the hill. You can see in that pump room the pipes that will eventually go up that hill that you saw earlier and into a reservoir where the museum actually stands right now. So they dug a big hole up there. Well, they had a big accident. 2 boilers blew up. Steam power is not the way to go. So they used hydropower. They built a dam over here and used hydropower to power their pumps to pump the water up to the reservoir. The water, you can actually, we're right here. Actually, at the water. You can actually see the Schuylkill River. I learned how to pronounce the Schuylkill too in that movie. See the water right down there. That's the Schuylkill River. We're right next to it. Here's some of the latest. That's the big flywheels right there that actually were attached to the pumps. But they had to change from vertical gears to horizontal gears because the water of the Schuylkill River kept rising and rising and rising. So you'd actually have to subscribe to this, what's the Fairmount Waterworks. You'd have to subscribe to get water to your business or home up there in Philadelphia. They first delivered the water in wooden pipes, hollowed out logs, and then later on they switched to iron pipes. So 2 good things about this place. Number 1, free parking right here for 2 hours. Coming into here was free as well. If you're into civil engineering or engineering at all, this is the place to come for an hour or so and learn about how Philadelphia, one of the first waterworks ever developed, probably the first waterworks developed in the United States. So it's amazing. Come here and check it out. We found some interesting thing here because it's all about water flow and water control. So making it rain and change of terrain. You can come in here and change the terrain a little bit here. And Lori's making it rain in certain areas right now with her hand, and I've been carving, changing the topography of the land. And you can see where the water flows. Make it rain, Lori. Make it rain. There it goes. There it goes. That's how it's going to flood. Look at that. Oh, big flood. So, we're outside now. And earlier I showed you this hill. That's where they had to get the water up to where that building is, the museum, and that was the reservoir up there. When the explosion happened with the boilers, they were just using steam power to pump the water. They used the same guy, I forgot his name, but they used the same engineer to come up with this idea, and that is to use hydropower. They built a dam to redirect the water back towards where we're standing right now. And then they built the turbines in these buildings that are underneath our feet. And those turned the pumps to pump the water up the hill. So they still have this low head dam here. We see these all the time, but that one was definitely used to redirect the water. They said a lake was formed behind it where Boathouse Road is right now, actually. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. So very interesting place. The lake that was created now is the to Boathouse Row. Boathouse Row is where all the sculling boats house their boats, and as you came in today, you probably saw on the Schuylkill River a lot of crews practicing their racing. Here in the East Coast, Laura and I were talking that a lot of high schools even have rowing teams, and preparing them for university. Back home, we don't have a lot of high schools doing that. Also, you walk out here, very, very, very nice view of the museum and the city skyline. So this is I think this is a worthwhile place to come to actually see in Philadelphia. Again, it's worth the price of admission and then some. Okay, I think things have gotten a little weird. So I'm not going to stand in line, but everybody else is standing in line to get a picture with a fictional character statue. Of course, you just saw the rocky steps, and here it is. Italian sign itself. You can get the picture taken with All right, you just saw some highlights from the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It's probably too much. We did see an Andrew Wyeth at the end there. We found that. That was exciting. It was a good day overall. Here endeth the day 2 vlog for Philadelphia. Thanks for watching.